Thousands of years ago, before the first pyramids were built, silver craft descended from the heavens. Ancient Sumerian texts speak of the Anunnaki, those who from heaven to earth came. These were not gods, but biological entities possessing technology that appeared as magic. They jump-started human civilization, leaving their fingerprints in our DNA and our earliest megalithic structures. In Mali, the Dogon tribe possessed detailed knowledge of the Sirius star system centuries before modern telescopes. They spoke of the Nomo, amphibious beings from a planet orbiting Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye. This precise astronomical data, passed down through oral tradition, remains one of the strongest proofs that Earth has been a destination for cosmic travelers. During World War II, pilots from both the Allied and Axis powers reported glowing orbs trailing their planes. These Foo Fighters exhibited intelligent flight patterns, easily outmaneuvering the fastest jets of the era. They didn't attack, they observed. This suggests that the massive energetic output of global warfare acted as a beacon, drawing galactic surveyors to our skies. In July 1947, a craft crashed in the desert of New Mexico. While the military quickly pivoted to a weather balloon cover story, witnesses described lightweight, indestructible debris and small, non-human bodies. This event marked the beginning of the modern era of visitation, where the recovery of off-world technology became the highest priority of the nascent deep state. In 1952, a fleet of UFOs swarmed the restricted airspace over the White House and the Capitol. They were tracked on radar and seen by thousands. F-94 interceptors were scrambled, but the objects simply vanished when the jets approached, only to reappear once they left. It was a blatant demonstration of technological superiority, a calling card delivered to the heart of human power. Starting in the 1960s with Barney and Betty Hill, thousands began reporting lost time and medical examinations aboard craft. These weren't random attacks, but a systematic biological survey. The consistency of these reports, gray skin, large dark eyes, and telepathic communications, suggests a coordinated effort by a specific species to monitor human evolution and reproductive health. Whistleblowers and abductees claim that a hybrid program is underway. They suggest that certain extraterrestrial groups are merging their genetic material with ours to create a bridge species. This program is reportedly a response to a genetic crisis in their own race, or perhaps a way to prepare humanity for a future where we must live alongside our neighbors from the stars. In the Nevada desert, Airman Charles Hall claimed to have worked alongside tall whites, humanoid beings over 7 feet tall, with thin frames and pale skin. He described them as highly intelligent but easily offended. They reportedly had a base in the mountains and exchanged technology for access to Earth's resources, operating under a secret diplomatic agreement with the Air Force. UFOs are often seen entering and exiting the world's oceans, becoming USOs, unidentified submerged objects. Massive glowing structures have been detected in the deep trenches of the Pacific. It is believed that these aquatic bases allow aliens to operate far from human eyes, utilizing the vastness of the sea as a sanctuary and a source of geothermal energy for their craft. There is a direct correlation between UFO sightings and nuclear facilities. In 1967, at Malmstrom Air Force Base, a glowing red orb hovered over a missile silo, and 10 Minuteman nukes were inexplicably disabled. Similar incidents have occurred in Russia. It appears the visitors have a keen interest in our destructive capabilities, perhaps acting as sentinels over our atomic fire. In 1980, military personnel at RAF Bentwaters in the UK encountered a triangular craft in the woods. One officer, Jim Peniston, touched the craft and received a binary code in his mind. The craft exhibited structured light and left behind high levels of radiation. This event, witnessed by dozens of high-ranking soldiers, proved that the visitors are physical, tangible beings. In March 1997, a massive, V-shaped craft, estimated to be the size of several football fields, sailed silently over the city of Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of witnesses, including the governor, saw the object. It didn't make a sound and blocked out the stars as it passed. This was a mass sighting designed to be seen, a quiet reminder that we are being watched by something immense. In 2004 and 2015, Navy pilots recorded tic-tac-shaped objects performing maneuvers that defied physics. They dropped from 80,000 feet to sea level in seconds without a sonic boom. STOAPs exhibited instantaneous acceleration and low observability. The Pentagon's eventual release of these videos confirmed that unidentified visitors are a daily reality for the military. Former Israeli Space Security Chief Chaim Esht claimed that a galactic federation exists and that humanity has been in contact with them for years. He stated that they are waiting for us to reach a certain level of consciousness and technological maturity before revealing themselves. They supposedly have an underground base on Mars where they collaborate with American representatives. Complex geometric patterns appearing in grain fields, primarily in the UK, are often dismissed as hoaxes. However, many genuine circles exhibit cellular changes in the plants and contain complex mathematical theorems unknown to the public. These mandaliars are thought to be a form of symbolic communication, a way to feed information into the human collective subconscious. Some visitants are not biological, but interdimensional. They don't travel through space, but through vibrations. These entities can materialize and dematerialize at will. This explains why UFOs often appear to blink or change shape. They are not from another planet, but from a reality that sits right next to ours, separated only by a different frequency of existence. The short grays are often described as biological drones avatars, created by a higher intelligence to interact with our physical world. Their mission appears to be data collection. They are the gardeners of Earth, tending to the human crop with a cold, clinical efficiency. Their presence is a reminder that in the eyes of the cosmos, we may be more like specimens than peers. Some visitors look remarkably like us. The Nordics or Pleiadians are described as beautiful, blonde humanoids who preach a message of peace and environmental stewardship. They claim to be our distant cousins who have evolved past war and greed. Their mission is spiritual rather than technical, urging humanity to choose a path of harmony before we destroy our home. Fringe theorists suggest the moon is an artificial, hollowed-out satellite used as a monitoring station. When Apollo 12's lunar module crashed into the surface, the moon reportedly rang like a bell for over an hour. This hollow property, combined with its perfect alignment for eclipses, suggests it was placed there by an advanced race to serve as an eternal eye over Earth. We are currently in a period of slow disclosure. Governments are gradually releasing information to acclimate the public to the reality of non-human intelligence. By admitting the existence of UAPs without identifying them, they are testing our psychological response. This controlled leak is designed to prevent a total collapse of social, religious, and economic structures. Whistleblowers like Corey Goode claim that a secret space program, SSP, has existed since the 1950s. Using reverse-engineered alien tech, humans have reportedly established colonies on the Moon and Mars. This breakaway civilization operates in partnership with certain alien groups, leaving the rest of humanity behind in a world of primitive fossil fuels and debt. Whenever a civilian gets too close to the truth, they are visited by the men in black. These individuals are often described as having pale, plastic-looking skin and speaking in monotones. They use intimidation and memory-wiping technology to keep the secret. They are the enforcers of the planetary quarantine, ensuring that the truth remains a fringe conspiracy theory. Stargates and portals are rumored to exist at sacred sites like Stonehenge, Giza, and Sedona. These vortexes are used by visitors to travel instantly across the galaxy. Ancient legends of gods appearing from thin air are likely descriptions of these portals in action. Earth is not an isolated rock, but a hub on a vast interstellar transportation network. A mysterious dark object has been orbiting the Earth in a polar orbit for thousands of years. Known as the Black Knight, it was detected long before humans had the capability to launch a satellite. Some believe it is an ancient alien probe, a sentinel sent to record the progress of human civilization and transmit the data back to a distant, unknown homeworld. A new generation of humans, known as starseeds, claim to have past lives on other planets. They possess high IQs, psychic abilities, and a deep sense of homesickness for the stars. They believe they have incarnated on Earth at this critical time to help raise the planet's vibration and guide humanity through the upcoming first contact and global transition. Cattle mutilations, characterized by surgical precision and a total lack of blood, have been reported for decades. These incidents often occur near UFO sightings. It appears that certain visitors are harvesting biological material organs and enzymes, perhaps to study the effects of environmental toxins on Earth's food chain or to sustain their own synthetic biological systems. Many people report downloads, sudden bursts of information, or complex scientific diagrams appearing in their minds. These are believed to be telepathic transmissions from alien mentors. This is a form of soft contact, where the visitors influence human progress without direct physical interference, feeding us the ideas we need to solve our most pressing problems. Rovers on Mars have photographed objects that look like sculptures, temples, and machinery. The Cydonia region features a face and pyramids that align with those in Egypt. These ruins suggest that Mars was once inhabited by the same race that visited Earth, and that we are the survivors of a planetary catastrophe that wiped out a once great solar civilization. The great unveiling is coming. As our technology improves, the visitors can no longer remain hidden. The final contact will not be an invasion, but an introduction. We will realize that we have never been alone, that we are a small part of a vast, teeming, and ancient galactic community. The aliens are not outsiders. They are the elder brothers of the human race. Once the reality of alien visitation is accepted, everything changes. Our borders, our petty wars, and our reliance on limited resources will seem absurd. We will move from being a planetary species to a galactic one. The story of Earth is just one chapter in a much larger story of life, and our journey to the stars is finally officially beginning.